This is a really good win for us for a lot of reasons, but that's a good basketball team that has some big wins, and even some losses have been close to some really good teams. So we knew we had a challenge in front of us on our defensive end in particular, and I thought we rose to that challenge. And I'm really proud of our team. I thought we set the tone defensively early on in the game, and stayed tough for 3 quarters worth at least on that end, and did a nice job on the boards as well. And that's what we've been trying to emphasize in practice. So really proud of our team.
Hey, Coach, the other day before the game, you said you wanted to see your team play a certain way. Do you feel like they did so tonight?
Yeah, today, again, it's not as much about the score as how we're playing and what we're doing and what we're doing well. I think our team, they understood what it needed to look like, and they've been in a pretty good space mentally, in my opinion, coming into the game, and glad that carried over. And just proud of their focus. Their communication was really good amongst themselves, and the talk to each other was really good, and I thought they got back to playing for each other.
Alexis Dye has kind of struggled in these past losses, but tonight had a great night, 11 points, I think 4 rebounds. Could you kind of feel her getting back to herself in practice this week, and what are your thoughts on her performance tonight?
Well, we've been talking to her about where we think she can be successful, and trying to put her in those positions. And obviously, she was in foul trouble in the first half, so she didn't get a lot of minutes there. And in the second, gave us a big boost. Obviously, was able to be a go-to there and ran the floor, got her an easy one. Proud of her effort. She got in there and got after some boards as well. So really excited to see her get going.
Coach, you were wanting Jordan Walker to just sort of settle down a little bit, not push too much. She looked like she was very effective tonight. Just what's your assessment of her?
Yeah, I thought Jordan Walker played pretty well in terms of management, understanding where we needed to push, where we needed to pull it out. I thought our offense just bird's eye view looked better in terms of our spacing and our shot selection, and our ball movement at times. So I give Jordan Walker a lot of credit for that.
Coach, Tess had another really big night shooting the 3 ball. How important is that for your offense to get her going, and just how much do you try to work that into the offense?
Yeah, I think it's important that we have some folks knock down some outside shots. It loosens up the defense. It spreads that defense out a little bit, creates more lanes for some of our penetrators and for our post play. We were actually trying to get her a few more, but she does. Going into this game, every now and then you feel really confident about something, and she shot the ball so well today. I just knew she was going to get some and knock them down tonight. Really proud of her, and proud of our team for finding her. I thought we did a really good job of locating Tess when she was open.
Coach, 8 first-quarter turnovers and then only 5 the rest of the game. What do you think changed?
Well, I challenged them at that first quarter. I thought we made some silly mistakes, let them take the ball right from us a few times, and after that we settled down. And I thought we played tough after that. Didn't allow those silly turnovers, and that was just a really good focus, and not just focus on what we were doing, but just focusing on our toughness. We won a lot more 50-50 balls after that first quarter.
Tamariki only had 5 points tonight, but 7 blocks, and even though LaDeja Williams sat for a lot of the first, kept her to 2 points the whole game. How big was her defense, and how important is that into kind of rebuilding her confidence? Yeah,
I think her defensively. I think it's so important to what we do, and how she is able to change an offensive game plan prior to the game. I thought she did a really nice job today of being where she needed to be. She made very few defensive mistakes, and When she does that, our defense is so much better. And now, don't get me wrong, everybody else stepped up and guarded. I was proud of that as well. I still would like to get her a few more touches, a few more opportunities. But tonight, obviously, we had a lot of people that were able to attack and get some easy looks. We didn't take a lot of bad shots tonight, and TK has to be a big part of our offense. But sometimes she's a big part of our offense. There's a collapse, and it leaves someone open, and I think that's what we saw tonight.
Jordan Horston with her 11th double-double of the season. What can you say about her playing so consistently at a high level, even through the struggle the rest of the team went through?
Yeah, she has. She's been so consistent. I think one of the reasons she's been consistent, she's stayed aggressive on the offensive end, looking for opportunities, and not just opportunities to shoot the ball, but opportunities to play make. So then she can find people, and that's where she's getting to the basket. She also gets to the boards. The more aggressive she is, the better we are. If she's standing behind the three-point line and is passive, our offense is not as good. So we like getting the ball in her hands and letting her attack.
Coach, I'm just going to jump ahead to Sunday. Vanderbilt, of course, rematch with Vandy. What I recall from that game last time is the pressure that Tennessee struggled with. And then if you can just mention the impact of the Pink game and KL Foundation.
Yeah, you're right. I'm going to get my thoughts together on that. So obviously we got the win in Nashville. Didn't love the way we finished. I thought we got a little sloppy throughout that game, and I think our team was a little disappointed in what it looked like. But we have to clean things up, from that game, and we've got to find ways to be better. I hope this win gives us confidence to do that. And obviously is our Pink game. That's those games were started by Kay Yao, and I know there's been a lot of dollars raised for research on her behalf with her foundation, but also I think we've got folks. It hits home every year. People know someone who's been affected by whether it be breast cancer or women's cancers, and obviously one that's hit the Lady Vol Nation recently is Tasha Butts. And, I think you don't want those things to happen ever. But when they do, it just puts things in perspective so much. We're trying to win basketball games, but there's a lot bigger things than that out there. And, our hearts are with Tasha as she's fighting her battle right now. And so many others, not just her, but so many others.
Hey, Coach, going back to tonight's game, a monster huge third quarter for you guys, outscoring Mizzou 26-6. What adjustments did you guys make out of halftime to be able to blow open the lead like that?
Honestly, we didn't make any adjustments. We did go in and tell them we needed to finish around the basket. Thought we missed too many layups in the first half. We talked about needing to make our free throws because we didn't make them in the first half as well. And then we had to keep guarding. We had to stay focused on our defense, and thought we did a really good job there. We didn't give up a lot of easy opportunities, and then played downhill offensively. I thought we were really aggressive and obviously made shots in that third quarter.
I'm also going to jump ahead a little bit, but it was announced that College Game Day is doing a special edition of the show for the South Carolina-Tennessee game, which could very well be, an SEC championship game. How exciting is that to you to have that, dedication to creating hype around this game and women's basketball in general?
Yeah, I briefly saw it earlier today, and I was pretty excited. I mean, I know it's a big deal, and anytime that we can highlight some super talented women's basketball teams, I think that's important, and I think. Getting eyes on our sport is good. Now, it'll be a big game when we get over there. It'll be just another basketball game for us. You just go out and do what you do. But there'll be a lot of buzz now around the game. Not that I think there was already going to be buzz about that game, but going to be a lot of buzz around that game. So we've got a lot of basketball before then, but I'm really excited about that opportunity.
Coach, going back to that third quarter run, was there a player that got vocal to get the team to step up, or are you kind of the one that gets them going in that situation?
You talking about like at halftime? Or
No, in the
in
third quarter run. Yeah, like coming into that.
You know, I felt like throughout the game, their talk, their conversations to each other were really good. I thought they were really picking each other up. They were genuinely excited about each other and making plays. So they fed off of that. You know, it was really cool. They'd feed off their defense, then it was just a snowball effect. And I thought it was fun to watch. And you know, they were super excited. Alexis Dye was scoring to start that half, and boy, we were coming down and looking for her every time. It's just fun to see that unselfish play, playing smart, finding ways to attack, and everybody guarding.
Obviously, Kian Green's back on the sidelines for you guys, and Tamari said it meant a lot to have her voice from the sidelines. How much of an impact can she still make as kind of another coach now and talking players on the bench?
Yeah, I think the team respects her so much. I heard her voice a couple times, and I thought, oh, that's soothing. You know, they need to hear her, and just having her there is really good. But I think also, I think Tamari said it earlier. I think they also understood, okay, we can do this as well, and you know, it was a tough week, but they didn't panic. And we understand there's going to be highs and lows, and just got to ride it and move on. I was proud of our team being able to do that, and like I said, having a really good mindset. But I do think that having her over there and having Marta over there, they both, without getting any minutes, without being on the court, they provide a lot of support for their teammates.
Kellie, you said very bluntly yesterday your team desperately needed a win for their morale after the stretch. You also hit win number 20, and I know you don't particularly care, but that's not one of those nice round numbers, and you've hit it now. Do you feel like you got that morale boost after tonight?
Yeah, you know why I feel good about it? I feel good about it because of the way we did it, and the players feel so good about those first 3 quarters defensively. They really do. And, you know, I think it's good for them. It's good for them to be rewarded with a win, a comfortable win, doing it the way we asked them to do it. And, you know, they'll sleep well tonight. Thank you guys for coming. We'll see y'all Sunday.